Climate change is a very deadly threat to our planet and our species and some other species. It is the number one concern for the future among Ilka. So here's a video that tells us once and for all if climate change is real and some other stuff too. What did you just say? I thought climate change was just a big hoax created by liberal scientists in order to take over the government. Well, you big goof, let's ask beloved character, Rocket Raccoon, if he thinks climate change is real. Hey, Rocket Raccoon, is climate change real? Yes. Let's look at the evidence, shall we? Global warming is the biggest piece of evidence that the world's climate is changing. As you can see here, the temperature of the Earth has been increasing at a higher rate than it has ever before. But I'll get back to that in a minute. The ocean is rising at a rate of 3.41 millimeters per year, compared to the last century, which was an average of 1.8 millimeters per year. There's clearly an anomaly. Another thing is that hurricanes and other extreme weather is getting more stronger, with higher wind speeds and higher frequency, maybe. I don't think this boys in the lab were 100% sure on this, but anyways, whoa, look at that graph. This is due to extra heat in the air, because hurricanes are fueled by heat energy. So this is more of a consequence of global warming. But what is causing this, and who do we blame? Who's to blame for this? Well, it's obviously us humans that are destroying the Earth. When we burn fossil fuels for our cars and industrial stuff, CO2, or carbon dioxide, is emitted to the atmosphere. When that happens, it makes it harder for God to see through the smog and aim his heat bolts at us. So he throws a few extra to compensate for the potential heat bolts that miss the Earth. But of course, God is perfect, so he never misses, and is just adding more heat to the planet accidentally. I just goofed ya. More CO2 and other greenhouse gases in the atmosphere just means that more sunlight is absorbed and converted into heat. And since humans are so dependent on CO2, well, just how dependent are they? I mean, the global carbon emissions in 2013 was 35,000 tons of gas. So a lot. Currently, the level of CO2 in the atmosphere is more than 402 parts per million, the most in human history. Yet another thing humans are doing to destroy the planet is decreasing the albedo of the planet by replacing soil and grasslands with urban areas that have low reflectivity and high absorption of sunlight, that is. Making more heat as opposed to reflecting it back to space. Global warming is only one tiny part of climate change. Well, it's actually a pretty big part, but there are a lot of there are many consequences that come with the Earth heating up. Many of these are positive feedback loops, which means that they perpetuate themselves infinitely. That is not what it means. That's a really bad definition. Don't listen to me. Yo, snow! Well, snow is white, and lighter colors are very reflective. So if the Earth warms and there's less snow, then more heat will be absorbed, which warms the Earth more, and etc. I think you can get the story. And you know what I said about sea levels rising? Well, when glaciers melt due to warming, the sea levels rise. As a result, low areas close to the ocean are flooded. The ocean absorbs and retains heat pretty well, so that's bad if there's more of it. More ocean, that is. Well, that concludes my presentation. I hope you had a nice time and learned some things. I hope I shared I know I did. That's all. And remember to